Hey everybody, Jake's Garage here. It's been a while. Just going to do a little update here. I'm going to try to go quick, but there are a few things I want to talk about. They're coming up real soon. So the big update with the Firebird is I've been driving it and it's running great, but I know it could run better. So I actually went and spoke to a tuner that's local to where I work, and I stopped by, I visited. They wanted to check out the car since it's a swap car, I think basically to make sure it's not a complete basket case, and they were happy with what they saw. The tuner gave me some very encouraging thoughts on what he thinks he'll be able to do with it. So, and I'm pretty sure I messed the tune up trying to make it better. I think I might have made it worse. But anyways, we are going to go back to MAF. It's speed density right now, just because I didn't feel like messing with MAF and it's been running good. One of the things I need to do before the tune is I need to move my mass airflow sensor from here to here. He wants it right in the middle of that straight section. I don't really know what differences you'll see out of this, but that's what he wants to see, and I'm going to do whatever he needs to do, whatever he wants me to do to get the best out of this tune. So I got to get some different fittings and pieces and try to make this work. I think I can do it fairly easily, but we'll see. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm still running the old insert style, I'm not sure if you can see that, insert style push-on fuel fittings both at the rail and the fuel line. They're not exactly the safest things, so I went ahead and ordered some black fittings and black hose, and I'm going to use the kind that have the screw-on retainers. That should just make it a little more safer. I've never had a problem with these, but I don't want to have a problem on the dyno. They've been on there for a good number of years now, so figured that's cheap insurance to not have a fuel leak. The other thing I'm going to do, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, I can't really show you, is I have a clutch safety switch, but I don't have what GM calls the clutch anticipation switch, and that switch goes directly to the PCM. HP Tuners has a toggle for it, like you know, it has a display for when you push the clutch in, so the PCM's getting that signal, it's doing something with it. And I have a theory that my deceleration fuel cutoff isn't working because it always thinks that my clutch pedal's out, like I'm not putting my foot on the clutch. So I'm going to wire in a switch. I have a couple downstairs. I might show you guys that, I don't know. But those are the things I'm going to do to get this ready. And I will of course take you guys along for the dyno process. And I've got a couple fun ideas too, like I might do a video, a full dyno run with the cutout closed, and then all things equal, another dyno run with the cutout fully open. There's a lot of controversy on what's the point of a cutout on a car like this, and we're going to see if it gives us anything. So that's the Firebird. The Nighthawk, you guys are going to see a fairly large volume of videos coming through for the Nighthawk here soon. First of all, I've been riding it. I think I have like 1,200 miles on it now. Yeah, about 1,200 miles since I put it together. It still runs perfect. You might notice a couple changes. I did get new bars. I got new bars, I got new grips, and I got bar end mirrors. So it's got a little bit different. I don't know, the bars are a tiny bit lower. I like it, I'm very comfortable on it. Bar end mirrors are probably going to go. They take a while. Once you get them lined up perfect, they work, but they just seem to take forever, and I have to adjust them every time because they're not the most sturdy. So they might go in favor of some square, more stylish looking square rectangular mirrors up there. So this thing's going to get a lot of modifications, and among the modifications it's also going to get some more paint work. The top clamp here is a little worse for wear, it's a little ugly, so I'm going to be pulling the bars off and the clamps off and the gauges, and then just kind of masking everything off and just hitting that with some paint. I'm going to paint the kickstand and the center stand just because I didn't get to that, and then maybe touch up some other spots and clean up like just areas like this. But that's not the big thing that's happening. The big thing that's happening is I have a whole pile of parts for this because, well, I can't leave anything stock. So let's go take a look at what I got. Okay, first up on the list is it's going to get an oil change. It's only got 1,200 miles on it, and I'd probably go to 2,000 normally, maybe a little bit more, but I figure since that's the first oil that's been through that bike in 8 years of sitting, it might have some junk in it. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to put a new filter on it. I'm going to put 4 new plugs on it. The plugs are probably fine, but you'll see why I'm going to change the plugs in a minute. The second big project here is the chain that's on there now is garbage. It's stretched all the way out. The adjusters are almost all the way back. So I went ahead and got an X-ring chain for it, stock 110 link chain. I got a new rear sprocket, the 38 tooth, and I got a new front sprocket, a 15 tooth. Now I did get a 16 tooth sprocket. It's coming. There's some back and forth going on whether or not the 110 chain will fit with a 16 tooth sprocket. Some guys say it's like maxed all the way out, and, and tight on top of that. So we're gonna see. I borrowed a chain tool. It's a cheap one, I know. We're gonna see how that works. Just in case it doesn't work, I also picked up a clip link for an emergency situation there. Okay, so as I'm doing that, I'm also going to replace a couple other little things. Like this is the steering stem nut. My steering stem nut is rusty and pitted and nasty, and so is the washer. So I took the opportunity to grab a new one. Along with that, I got new exhaust gaskets. So that should be a hint of what's coming here. And also some exhaust studs and some exhaust cap nuts because they're rusted, and I'm sure I'm probably going to break one or something. Right next to that, I got a UNI foam element air filter. We're going to throw that in there. These got pretty good reviews. They supposedly flow pretty good. I also picked up a service kit for that. And then I also picked up a Vance & Hines 4-into-1 exhaust. I got a really good deal on that. It's brand new. Plastic still on the badge there. So I have a performance air filter, a performance exhaust. I'm gonna have to do some carb work, so I went ahead and got a jet kit. I think it's carbjetkits.com. I got new mains, new slow jets, and needle shims. So this is getting long here. With the changes to the carb and the changes to the intake and exhaust, I'm gonna go ahead and at least assume I'm gonna have to sync the carbs. So I went ahead and got a fairly cheap but seemingly decent sync kit. I checked them last night. They're all they all match each other. So that's it for the mechanical and performance. And I did pick up a couple accessory type items here. So I was going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to put a windshield on the bike, and I found these. They're like F series. I think this is the F16 maybe. It's smoked, obviously. Mounts onto the headlight mounting bolts. So it's not very, it doesn't take away from the naked look of the front of the bike, the naked look of the bike. So we're gonna try it. Got some good reviews saying that it keeps the wind off your upper torso a little bit. Will it help for me? I'm 6'4". I don't know, but we're gonna try it. It wasn't that expensive. We also got a kickstand pad because I'm tired of parking in the stones and thinking I'm gonna tip over. I got a Nelson Rig tail bag, and I'll show you guys more about that when I put it on, but it's nice, it expands. No more backpack. That was starting to get annoying. I picked up a Bluetooth helmet set, which I'm actually already using, but I'll give you guys a quick little review on that once I go to do the video on this, which is my new phone mount. This one's pretty neat. It's mechanically locks versus a spring-loaded lock. Got a couple different mounting options, and probably one of the best things about it is it has a USB charge port built into it. So I'm going to show you guys how I mount that and how I wire that up. And that just about does it. That is going to be probably over the next, I don't know, I'm gonna do this work in the next couple days, but you guys won't see these videos for a while. I'm gonna try to break those projects up and make sense out of them. but you'll see throughout the process that, you know, one video the pipes might be off while I'm doing something else, and the next video they might be back on again. So we're gonna chop it up a little bit. So that's what we have to look forward to. And just as a you know, just as a reminder, I appreciate all the subscriptions and the likes. It helps me out big time. So we reached 10,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I really appreciate that. I meant to make a video on that, just saying, hey, you know, we made it 10,000, which I know is stupid small, but to me, I was pretty excited. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to try to do a couple giveaways. I have, as you guys know, I've reviewed a few items. I have a couple light bars. I have a couple, actually I'm about to review another handheld computer scanner, and I don't need all that. And I've got them, and what I'm probably gonna do is use one or two of the things myself, and the rest of the stuff, the headlights and everything I got, I'm gonna give them to you guys. Somebody else can use them for a project or whatever. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm doing the giveaways yet, but I'll make a special video for that when it comes time, and hopefully we get a good response out of that. So that's it for today. I'm gonna probably throw this video up, and then Monday and Tuesday I'm gonna start working on the bike. The car is going to get worked on probably within the next few weeks, and then I'd like to get it over to the dyno probably next month. So it's going to be, you know, a few hours for them to tune it, so I'm going to try to get as much video as I can on that, and of course we'll get some in-car footage. So but anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, set the notifications, all that stuff, and hopefully we have some good stuff coming up this year. It's nice out finally. Try to make some more videos. Thanks for watching.